There are lots of miracles in the Hallmark Hall of Fame film, A Season for Miracles. But perhaps the biggest is that so many incredibly talented actresses appear in the same movie. Kathy Baker, Laura Dern, Patty Duke, Faith Prince, and Lynn Redgrave.
This film is very nice for women, particularly women of a certain age, might I say, being one. Excellent, strong characters.
I was also thinking this morning when I got to work with Lynn Redgrave, and I think I'll work with Patty Duke in a minute, and Laura Dern, the fact that often women don't get to work with each other, and to get to meet and work with all these women.
Usually when you get a script, it's usually all men and like one or two women. There were so many wonderful characters in this.
What a treat to be able to know that we're going to see Laura Dern, such youthful, brilliant talent, and all kinds of us older fogies, Lynn Redgrave. It's nice. It's like a little, it's almost a little tribute to the age span of women in television.
For Carla Gugino, the film's young star, a leading role with such a remarkable supporting cast was a special treat.
Sitting in the courtroom, looking at Lynn Redgrave and Kathy Baker and Faith Prince, you know, just all of these amazing, incredible women in one room, and you realize how rare that is, and it's really, there was a great power in it.
The great challenge of the role that Carla Gugino played in Season for Miracles was that she was searching for some answer to her own personal questions about her own life, which is what does she do with her life? And she is thrust into a situation where she has to play for 2/3 of this movie
Really, really important.
a secret.
We need to think of this as a game until I can get the car fixed.
What kind of game?
Game of pretend. I want you to pretend that I'm your mom, okay? So you call me Mom, and if anybody asks you anything, you just say, your mom doesn't let you talk to strangers, okay?
What brought this talented cast together? An enchanting story
I don't think we have a choice
and
right now.
a well-crafted script.
Everybody lies.
I always believe what gets an actor or an actress to commit to a project is the material.
Like most people who've read the Season for Miracles, I started having a little tear, you know. It was very touching. It's a real human story, and all the characters are very well drawn.
It's a wonderful story, and of course, I'm a sucker for Hallmark.
When I tell people I'm doing a Hallmark Hall of Fame, they say, "Oh, I love those." You don't even have to say what it's about.
It's always a great experience opening the first page of a script anyway, you know, and especially when it takes you on a journey. And this one really, really absolutely did.
It's a fairy tale. It's a hard-hitting, reality-based drama, and it's a fable.
It's a joyful piece that is not without its tragic elements, but it's life, it's reality.
There is a real darkness that they emerge from, which I think makes it timely and, you know, believable in certain ways. And yet, of course, it is a fairy tale.
Finding and maintaining the balance between fact and fable was an issue the director had to address early.
Told everybody, separately and even as a group, that don't fall into the trap of playing the comedy. Let's just play the reality of the situations, and the comedy and the warmth will emerge.
For each actor, there was a special scene where they were able to find the moment of truth that made their character come alive.
Certainly, I think that the scene between my character and my sister Laura Dern's character at the beginning, I find to be a really exciting scene. And there's so much love there, and so much frustration there, and so much guilt. So that's a fascinating thing to play as an actor.
That's a really great thing to teach her. Don't you start with me. I got enough of these cops, doctors. Don't even get me started.
Well, they saved your life, so you could be a little nicer.
This is a jail, Emily. Okay, I'm in jail.
I love the scene with me and Laura Dern when I get to confront this woman who is obviously, at the moment, not a fit mother for her children, and yet the social worker doesn't make it black and white. You know, she gives her room. Barry, what about relatives?
We don't have any. We told you. Okay, we're alone. It's me and my sister. Check your records. You don't get it. They're already with the best person for them.
Laura Dern. She's challenging. She's demanding. She grabbed that character. She got it and she grabbed it.
For Michael Pressman and Kathy Baker, it was a joyous reunion.
I was the co-executive producer for 4 seasons on Picket Fences. And I saw what this woman can do with a character. I wished we had more of Kathy Baker in the movie.
Patty Duke appears as 3 characters, except they're all the same guardian angel.
I was tickled, of course, when I heard that one of the characterizations I would be doing would be an angel. And of course, the folks at home are laughing a lot about that.
Patty Duke to play an angel. I tell you, it works. That's all I can say about Patty Duke is she works, it works. You know, I loved working with her.
And everyone enjoyed working with the kids.
I just have to say how struck I was in the read-through with both of the children. As Mae Whitman is incredible. What is she, 10 years old? And she looks like she can just do anything.
These kids are so great that it actually makes it a joy, and they're very spontaneous, and we have a lot of fun.
The kids are funny, and it's so much fun to kind of relate to them because the line between pretend and not pretend for them is sort of blurry.
While most movies for television are shot in real locations, A Season for Miracles was filmed on a studio lot, where everything is pretend. And for Michael Pressman, shooting on a backlot was part of creating the illusion.
I needed a slightly less than real backdrop. I needed a place that I could make magic.
Look at the film and imagine that we were filming in 80-degree heat.
We were shooting Christmas in June or in May, so I needed the best facilities possible to do rain and snow and winter, and I had to be able to control a town. Nothing better than working on a backlot. I'm very pleased with the whole visual journey that we finally established. And I also really love the ending with the little boy and the snow.
It's nice to have a story that actually acknowledges that sometimes there is a door that will open to something else, and there are other possibilities, and there are little miracles that happen, you know? So I found it to be very moving and really inspiring.
It's weird how hard and difficult things can be such gifts in your life, and the dynamics of that. And that's what struck me about the piece.
The power of it is that it speaks to hope, which I think we all lose from time to time, and then lose our way. But it also speaks about, straight out, about forgiveness and the power of forgiveness.
I think that miracles are there to be found if we look for them. Sometimes we think we can't see it because life is difficult and we're going through hard times. But I do think that signs and optimistic things that show us the way are actually there for all of us if we were to just open our eyes wide enough to see it.